Hello and welcome to your sports news at 12:30 with me, Adam Micklewright. Cheltenham face a relegation six-pointer this weekend, and Cheltenham Town need to secure at least a point to secure their League Two status. If the Robins lose, they could still be relegated. Russell Milton thinks his side will have the edge.
But yeah, they've had a difficult time, and of course we all have. We've had a difficult time down here, down in the bottom reaches of the league. So we just need to put this, season to bed on Saturday once and for all. And they'll be wanting to do the same. They've got to come here and get a more than positive result. So we're expecting a tough game. Under no illusions that it's going to be anything other. So we've got to just get the boys right.
And we can cross over to our reporter on location, Jim Tatum. Jim, all of Cheltenham's hard work this season hangs in the balance. How important is that they win against Hartlepool?
Yeah, it's very important. The fans obviously love a win, but I think the main thing for Cheltenham is that they get at least a draw and ensure their survival in League Two. They've had quite a good season overall, up and down, but they've recovered quite well in the last half of the season, and the fans will just be happy if they can just secure a draw and make sure that they're in League Two next season.
Forest Green Rovers will play York in a game which could see their opposition relegated. Rovers have already secured a playoff place where they will play Dagenham and Redbridge. It's a monumentous day for boss Mark Cooper, who will celebrate a year in charge of the conference side this week.
Enjoyable, I've enjoyed it. It's played some really good football. We've like in any season, been ups and downs, but we've got a lot to look forward to going into the playoffs, and we're looking forward to it.
Gloucestershire Cricket Club's first one-day cup game has ended in defeat. In a rain-affected game, they lost to local rivals Glamorgan by 18 runs. Max Klinger, James Taylor and Graham Van Buren all passed half-centuries, but Gloucester could only post a score of 232 for 8. Jacques Rudolph hit a century for the visitors at the Brightside Ground. Stage 7 of cycling's Tour de Britain will finish in Cheltenham on the 9th of September. This will be the first time a stage has been completed in the Gloucestershire area. George Berry is on location for us.
I'm here on the promenade in Cheltenham, where the 7th stage of the Tour of Britain is going to be finishing in September. They're going to be starting in Hemel Hempstead, 186 kilometres away. I'm right before they come into town. After 186 kilometres of trek, they're going to go up Cleve Hill and come back down the other side. And up on Cleve Hill is where they're going to decide the King of the Mountains points and who wears the polka dot jersey before they come into town for the penultimate finish of the Tour. The Tour finishes the next day in Cardiff, and it starts 6 days earlier all the way up in Edinburgh. So it really is a tour of Great Britain, and Cheltenham will be very proud to welcome these elite cyclists into this town as they come past the promenade into Montpellier for what is sure to be a packed sprint finish in the centre of Cheltenham.
The Seven Stars will face off against Team Bath in the Netball Vitality Super League this evening. The Stars go into the game in 8th place, but could climb up the table with a win. Seven Stars Director of Netball, Pamela Cookie, who won 3 titles with Team Bath in 2006 and 2009, was inducted into the University of Bath Hall of Fame for Sport last year. Team Bath lie in 5th position and 3 points ahead of the Stars. And finally, international rugby referee Wayne Barnes will captain a team for a charity game at Lydney RFC. The Wayne Barnes 15 will be coached by Eddie Jones and feature former pros such as Tom May, Carl Dixon, Sean Perry and Duncan Bell. They'll play against the Forest Invitational 15, made up of players from the Forest of Dean area. The annual event is in its 4th year of running and hopes to raise money for the charity Breast Cancer Now. That's all from me. Stay tuned at 3:30 when we'll have our next bulletin. Stay up to date on Twitter at Parklike_sport and have a lovely day. Goodbye for now.